Hello, welcome to Linq XML tutorial with C#, and today we continue from where we stopped. Where are we in the stream of time? We are in tutorial 6, how to access elements based on specific attributes or with specific attributes. Now I highlighted these attributes because it's very important. Remember, click on subscribe if you've not done so. Find the subscribe button and click on it if you've not done so, so that when I make new videos you'll get notified immediately. Alright, if you've not gone through the previous tutorials, you can go back to go through them. If not, you can also continue with this one. It's easy for you to follow along. Alright, so this is where we stopped. Remember, in each of the tutorials we write a function. So in the previous tutorial we searched and displayed books based on particular genre. Today we are going to be talking about attributes. Now, what are attributes? Attributes are information describing an element. For instance, we have book, we have ID is equal to, this ID is an attribute. In this tutorial we are going to use books too, because it has attributes attached to almost to all the nodes. So we have location, Alright, so want to now search, instead of searching the node, we want to display based on the attribute values. So how to access elements based on the attributes. Right, public void read elements based on criteria. This time read elements based on attributes. Alright, so this is the function we are going to write in this tutorial. As usual, you start off by defining a new XElement that imports the XML file into the memory of your application. So XElement, you can actually give it a different name. Is equal to, don't use new here. If you use new, it's not going to work because you can't instantiate XElement. This time we are going to use books. We are going to use books too, right? .xml. I'm going to use books2.xml. Alright, so at this point we've created an XElements type that holds all the books inside this XElements type. So the next thing we are going to do is to now look through. We are going to look through all the items, all the books. So as usual, you know that to look, you say variable location. I want to select from okay, let's make it easy. BKS equal to from book in X element dot elements books, okay, where we now say book okay, because okay, now variable bks from book dot in elements books. Okay, okay. where book dot elements. This time we want to get the locations, so we say element author. Okay, so element author, because that is where the location is. Element author. Okay, dot attributes location. All right, now let's look at the place. Let's select for all the locations equal to, just for illustration purposes, okay, let's for illustration purposes, let's select for, okay, we are selecting for all the locations where books, for where all the where the location is Owerri. We are selecting books for location is equal to Owerri. So let's get back to where we are. So where book dot elements author dot attribute location equals, I think it's kind of simple. This is the same problem we had before. We are going to solve it in a minute. So select book. Okay, so right, so now I'm selecting all the books where the author stays in Owerri. Right, so put a string here because the error message says cannot apply equal to attribute and string. So this is actually going to be dot value. Okay, no, it's not. So just put string here. So hopefully this error is going to disappear away. Cannot enumerable to string. Wow. Equal to from book in XElement dot elements. Okay, let's see. It says cannot convert that attributes to string. Okay, book dot elements author dot attributes location. Where is the problem coming from? Wait, let's see. Let's check some. Yes. Okay, sorry. This attributes, it has to be just one attribute. So we are going to remove this and then remove this. Okay, so it works. So if we are selecting to compare, just use the singular time. So now BKS holds the values, holds the books where the author is Owerri. Let's try to run and see. Put a breakpoint just here. Okay, so put a breakpoint here. So let's run it and see. Meanwhile, let's call the right one. fn.read based on attributes. Okay, so there is a function we just wrote. So we are going to run it and see. We'll use the visualizer to see. Wow, error message. It says cannot find books.xml. Okay, I guess you know the solution to this problem. So go to the property of the books and set the copy to output. Set this copy to output. Set it to copy always, and then save, and then run again. So alright, so hitting the breakpoint, press F11 to step, and then we have BKS now holds some values. Okay, so if I check what is in there, alright, so let's refresh this and just click. Says no results, no results. Okay. Alright, no problem. Alright, so okay, one thing I'm going to let you know is let's display the output console.write line. Okay, so books whose author location is very right. So for each x elements for each x elements in in BKS. Okay, so for each x elements in BKS, or console.write line, we are going to write ele.elements book. Alright, so BKS is equal to from book in x elements books, okay, where book dot element author dot attribute location equals select book. Alright, so what are we selecting? Are we selecting book? Yes. Okay, let's run it first and see. Nothing selected, man. Right, let's select author. Okay, so okay, let's look at the file again. Okay, from book, select author, location. Okay, let's see where the problem is coming from. Okay, let's try to check troubleshoot. Sometimes you need to just troubleshoot. So let's declare an IEnumerable XElement equal to new uh, um, okay, can create an instance of this. Okay, so just say, sorry, we say X elements dot elements. All right, so let's see whether the books is being populated with elements. So just run it. All right, so books. Let's see. Oh, so this is fairly pro. Okay, okay. So from BKS, a variable BKS. Okay, so at this point, you should know where this problem is coming from. So enumeration yielded no results. Alright. Okay, let's see. Variable BKS is equal to from book in X elements. From book in X elements dot elements book. Okay, I think we have the problem. So X element dot element book. Okay, so it's not books here. So hopefully everything will be fine. So let's just go. So let's start. And if we step, we check, I hope we will have some results in here. You can see two. Over there. Okay. So at this point we can just continue on the displays. Wow, what's happening? It shows X element for each ELE in BKS. Console.writeLine ELE dot, oh, we need to put dot value. We need to put dot value at the end. Remember, this is called debugging. Debugging skills is very, very important as a programmer. If you encounter a problem, try to solve it there. So debugging is the most difficult part of programming, I can tell you. You can write a program for 10 minutes, debug it in 3 hours. So let's just run it and make sure everything is fine. Oh. Okay, so dot ele dot elements book dot okay. Okay, so okay, let's just do it this way. For each X elements ESE in in books. Okay, so in BKS. Okay, so BKS. Let's see. Okay, remember we have the answers here. Okay, so let's employ this. Let's take this and use it somewhere here. Control V is equal to BKS. Hold on. So for each X elements in ELE in BKS. X elements. So let's call it BK. Alright, so we have BK enumeral BKS is equal to BKS dot element. So we can now iterate through BK. So if we run it now, wow. Okay, I'm going to end this tutorial now, and in the next tutorial I'm going to solve this problem. I'd like to thank you for viewing. Remember to subscribe so that you get these updates when I update it.